The Watcher in Apartment 4B. The first time I noticed it, I thought I was imagining things. My keys weren't where I had left them on the small shelf by the door. The apartment felt lighter somehow, the air too still, the shadows too long. I had moved into Apartment 4B in a modest brick complex on the east side of the city in late August 2022. The building was quiet, largely occupied by long-term tenants who never bothered anyone, and I relished the isolation. But solitude has a price. At first, the signs were subtle. A drawer slightly open, the tap running when I was certain I'd turned it off. A faint scent of unfamiliar soap in the bathroom. I chalked it up to fatigue, absent-mindedness. Yet, as the weeks passed, I could no longer ignore the evidence. A chair that had been tucked neatly in the corner would face the center of the room when I returned. My favorite mug shifted a few inches on the counter. The air carried a sense of deliberate arrangement, as if the apartment itself had been reorganized in my absence. One night I returned from work to find the front door locked, though I was certain I had left it unlocked. My heart pounded as I stepped inside. The kitchen table had moved slightly to the left. The fern by the window leaned in a way it never had before, angled as if observing me. The sense of being watched coiled in my chest, tight and suffocating. I tried to rationalize it. The building settling, the wind, a careless neighbor. None of it fit. The turning point came a week later. I was asleep on the sofa when my phone vibrated. On the screen was a single photo I'd never taken. Me, slumped in sleep. The dim glow of my lamp, highlighting my face. The camera angle was impossible. A view from the ceiling corner near the hallway. The terror was immediate and precise. Someone had been inside my apartment watching me for weeks, cataloging my every move. Paranoia set in. I installed cameras, motion sensors, and even a smart lock, obsessively monitoring for intrusion. For 3 nights, nothing happened. Then at exactly 2:43 a.m., the monitor flickered. A shadow passed through the hallway, silent and deliberate, stopping briefly at my bedroom doorway before retreating. I reviewed the footage repeatedly. The shadow was tall, slow, deliberate, patient. Someone had been observing, waiting, knowing exactly when I would be asleep, when I would be alone. I moved out the following evening, leaving furniture, possessions, and the comfort of a place I'd once called home. The police offered little help. No fingerprints, no forced entry, no evidence, just advice. Change locks, be vigilant. But I understood something they could not. The true terror lies not in what someone takes, but in the silent, intimate knowledge they accumulate while you are unaware. Weeks later, a plain envelope slid under my new apartment door. Inside, a single line, typed neatly on plain white paper. "Thank you for the view." I have not looked back since. I have learned that solitude is never immunity. Doors can be locked and cameras installed, but some observers are patient, silent, and untraceable. Every creak, every misplaced item, every shadow must be noted. Remember what this story teaches you. Never ignore the subtle signs. Never dismiss the quiet unease that whispers in your mind. Never assume your space is truly your own. Promise yourself you'll never make the same mistake. Never take safety for granted. And never underestimate someone who waits silently, patiently. Please subscribe for more chilling tales. Thank you.